What's up, everybody? Silverstar here, and today we'll be taking a look at one of the I'll say lowlights. There are going to be many of these of my recent, I'll say, training. Recently, I was playing on HakoruTV stream. If you can go check him out, he's a pretty chill dude. He has viewer battles every Monday and Friday. He's a great place to practice a lot. But recently, I was in one of his tournaments, and I did relatively poorly, and I wanted to take this time to really examine what I did wrong, how I could have improved, and essentially what I was thinking at the time during a match to kind of help me fix a lot of my problems. Now, without further ado, let's start with this
Who they are?
match.
Let me check Smash.
As soon as the match starts, I decide to drop down and neutral B. This gives me a bit more space and allows me to kind of set up and see what he does next. He jumps out of shield, so I decide to jump and nair. Now, I could have up B'd here and done a bit more damage, but I felt this was a bit less committal and a little bit better. After that, I tried to run an up tilt, but I failed. Realizing he's still in the air, I tried to up B, but I missed because of his nair, and he's able to whiff punish with a side tilt. Now, this is very bad, and next I tried to down tilt him, expecting an approach, but he runs up in shields. After that, he does up B out of shield, which does a decent amount of damage. I didn't take note of this, and that did lead me to make other mistakes later on in the match. After that, I tried to double jump onto the platform to try and escape.
What's up, everyone? It's good, Dark Side. How you doing, bro?
I fast fall fair, seeing that he tries to jump up, and I go to close to his position to try and up B again, where I should have done an up air to do more damage and catch him. He shields and realizes that I whiffed, so he drops to the platform and does a back air. I realized that I have a problem with punishing.
Yeah, I mean, keto is good too because it just literally makes fat. It makes you burn energy through your fat instead of carbs.
So after this, he goes up and grabs me right after teching. He goes into an up throw, which I probably should have DI'd better. I didn't really DI much during this match, and that's another problem I have personally, because you can see I can go straight up, and he follows with a double jump back air. I'm barely able to get out of that with a jump and a fast fall, unfortunately, to his direction, and then I use down tilt. I should have used nair as a better hitbox, or at least drifted that way I could get away. But after that, he tilts me, he does another double jump, and hits me with the up tilt. That almost kills me and able to slightly drift out, but again, no DI before, so that really gets me killed. He whiffs a nair. I could have fared, I could have down tilted, but I don't think those would have done well. Again, another situation where I messed up. I tried to use an air dodge, but that gets me killed with the up smash. This was just bad landing and bad overall displacement.
So that should be enough to start burning everything, and then I'm gonna exercise during.
So coming back on, my biggest mistake was trying to go down and not do anything. I go down, jump, and I didn't really think about it. I should have thought more about it, especially considering that every time he stops, he has a habit of shielding. I could have pivot grabbed, but I messed up, so I jumped and tried to do back air since he jumps out of shield. But I whiff again, and after that, he comes down, does fair, and goes into what I thought was going to be a grab, but he goes into a jab. So he goes for 2 hit, and then I get hit off stage.
That time so that I don't lose muscle. So let's see how it works out though.
I jump immediately coming back, trying to get back on the stage. He realizes this and tries to down B. So I fast fall, hit the ledge, and try to get back on stage. I do a neutral get up. Actually, sorry. No, I do a roll, and he does this again, expecting me to do something else. I tried to go for a dash attack, but I misspaced. He goes into shield, and he jumps. I should have used up B here and another portion right here where he jumps and goes into neutral air. I could have done damage. I could have punished more properly, but because of that, I take a lot more damage. He follows me as I jump and almost gets me with an up tilt. After that, he shields again. I do an up tilt again, and then he does up B. This is a perfect example of how to not pay attention.
Byleth. I gotta change the title.
So another problem I have is that I jump close to immediately after getting hit, which is a bad habit. After that, I try to go close to him, and he follows me and shields. Now, again, a good opportunity to grab, but I didn't and shield, and he jumps and does back air. After that, he goes again, lands, shields, and after that, he's able to up B me again, but he decides to do back air as a mix-up. We trade, and then I get flown off stage again. So this shows a bit of a bad habit that has caused me to lose a lot of damage.
90 plus entrance.
So in this sequence, I up B to try and regain stage control, and he tries to hit me through the stage so he can kill me, but that doesn't work. So I jump, use neutral air because he commonly jumps up, and I'm able to regain some stage control. I mess up here because I used the F smash and pointed it down instead of up, which would have possibly hit him. Either way, I was in a lot of lag, so he almost grabbed me, but I'm able to do short hop fair and get him off of me. But I mess up again because he jumps again, no up B, no changes, and I accidentally misinput neutral B and shield. After that, he lands, tries to up tilt. I tried up tilt as well, causing us to trade. And after that, I roll away, and I don't know why I decided to do this. This was really bad because this allows him to follow up with his own roll and then up B. This is a common mistake I keep making throughout this game, and it has cost me so much damage and arguably cost me the game. So it's very bad to just keep having this habit. So after getting hit off stage, I decided to try and side B to put out a hitbox and hit him since he was close at the time, but I completely whiffed that and hit the edge. I should have gone back a bit sooner, and I think he was expecting that, but he's able to hit me under the stage and take the stock. I could have done more. I'm not exactly sure what I should have done, but maybe just getting off the ledge quicker would have just been a great start. After getting back on stage, I decided to try and be a little bit more aggressive since I'm already losing. I don't really have much else to lose besides the last stock. So I tried to go up to him and fair, but I whiff. He turns back around and does the same thing as before, trying to, I believe it's called power shielding. And after that, he drops shield, and I'm able to down tilt him. Again, I make a similar misinput and do neutral B, but I'm able to make up for it as soon as he gets up by doing an up air. After that, he is sent up, and he tries to down B his way back. But one thing I've noticed with a lot of down Bs is that Byleth's up air beats it. So I try it, and it is able to do it.
Oh.
After being sent to the air, he drifts to his right to try and get away from me. And I don't understand why I did this, but I tried to go back and F smash when he hasn't even gone back down. Again, terrible, and that allows him to whiff punch me hard with falling fair. And I thought he was going to grab me again, but again, he does a jab to get me off stage.
There we go. I am a huge anti-keto person. It is not good for you.
Since I'm off stage, I decide to up B and get back as quickly as possible. He misses again by misspacing, but I get back up by jumping, and he is able to catch that with a down B. That messes me up a bit. I shield, expecting an immediate up B, but he goes in, shields, and up B's me right afterwards, and I drop shield. Again, not adapting and not changing caused me to get punished yet again.
Really understandable, and I'm not gonna be doing keto for ever. I don't think anything is wrong with doing keto for 2 or 3 weeks. I don't think I'm gonna it's not like I'm gonna die.
So right after this is kind of a sequence of weird movements, but I'll try to break it down of at least what I was thinking. I was going to jump and try to neutral air down to mess up his recovery and possibly, I'm not sure if it spiked, but I was trying to test it. It would have been interesting if it did. After that, he gets back on stage, jumps and back airs, considering me trying to jump, but I don't do that. I try to get back up and jab, and I miss. After that, he tries to smash me. I shield. I tried to grab him, but he shields, and I whiff. After that, he does fair and barely whiffs. I shield. After that, I parry it since I knew how his attacks worked. I'm able to grab him, but I do not pummel, which I really should have done because that allows him time to get out. After that, I do a back throw and jump behind me to try and attack. Now, honestly, I'm not the most comfortable attacking off stage, though Byleth has a decent amount of options doing that. I just haven't really done it in matches personally, so I wasn't the most comfortable. Also, I up B'd. I think this is a common problem with Byleth, but I missed it because I definitely angled it back, but because of that, I wasn't able to get back, and I fell down and lost the match. So honestly, I was pretty upset about the match overall. I don't think I played that well in general. I think that I definitely could have done a lot better, but it did do a good amount after analyzing it, showing me where a lot of my bad habits were. One thing that I guess I'm not used to, at least in terms of Smash, is kind of the atmosphere for doing competitive matches. For those who don't know, I actually do play Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively, so I'm used to a competitive air, but for Smash, it's kind of a whole different ballpark because a lot of your decisions are kind of, they're very quick. I'm a very, I'll say, reactionary based player, so I don't think I was necessarily as prepared, and it felt like some of my inputs were a bit slow because I did try to do some things preemptively, but that didn't really work. But it did show me I do have a few habits I need to work on, like jumping after getting hit, implementing more grabbing into my game, being more patient, and definitely punishing accordingly. So I want to thank you all for watching. I'd like any advice, any type of resources or anything you think that could help my game in particular. I'm already on certain Discords, I'm already on certain things, but anything that you noticed in this match or anything you noticed in general about my gameplay that you feel like you can improve and fix on, put it down below, or you can wait till the next video where I will specifically talk about a comparison piece. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for hearing me out. Hopefully I can do this series more. I plan on doing this series more, but I want to see if I can do what I set out to do and be the best Byleth in the world. But thank you all for watching. Stay bright. See you guys next time.